Raider Nation. I guess they found out. They found out what kind of meetings Ziegler and McDaniels were having behind closed doors.
I gotta think of a way to get this money by tomorrow. Huh? I gotta think of a way to get, I gotta think of a way to get this money by tomorrow.
But I'm glad it's done. Raider Nation salute. Um, Thank you for another edition of the breakdown, but it's on a Friday because I have trainings these next 3 weeks. So thank you guys for being patient with the change, but um, you know, all the great, conversation still Friday through Saturday. So you know what I mean. What a week, huh? We've had a crazy week, but it was crazy when I kind of went to bed early and I woke up to the news about McDaniels and Ziegler. So it was something cool to kind of wake up to. Hey, shout to them for what they tried to do for the franchise. I'm gonna leave it at that. But I think just a shot of life, like a new start for the guys, is a good thing. I think it was slowly dying, and it's only a matter of time till you lose everybody. I'm glad at the end of the deadline we didn't really sell any of our guys. We didn't, trade anyone off. We didn't make any drastic decisions because it would have meant nothing with them still at the regime. But it's good for our future. We still have our key pieces to still build on. So that's a very, very good thing. Let's talk about we signed Jalen Smith from the New Orleans Saints practice squad. I remember him from his time for the Cowboys. I don't really. I remember the Packers time too, but I don't remember his time with the Giants. But yeah, he's someone that has played on some pretty good teams, and we don't have to worry about him trying to learn and everything like that. He's seen a lot of ball, so he should be able to jump in and give us a hand. Um, let's see. So we got a real Raiders coach um, again. We went astray with our kind of sticking in the family. We tried to bring that Patriots crap in here, and like I'll admit, I was trying to be optimistic. I was trying to look at the positives, kind of looking at the background, the rings, everything that the guy had accomplished in his past, and you know, I tried. I love my team, so of course I'm gonna try to support it. But if it don't make sense, man, I can't follow. So it was for what I said. Like I believe there was a tank going on, and I'm just glad that our owner proved me wrong because I thought he was in on it too. But it was so refreshing that he made the right decision to rid us of just we're better than that. Even though we've had our own struggles in our past, say 20 years, it's never looked this bad. It's just enough was enough. So we have Coach Antonio Pierce, a very solid linebacker for the Giants. I remember watching them, my younger days. But very good, very very solid, linebacker. Nothing really kind of crazy stand out. Really did his job though. He was on a very successful team against Tom Brady. Or yeah, against Tom Brady, they beat. They gave him that L on that undefeated season. So, he's been in some big time games. I like that he loves our team. He grew up in Compton and everything like that. So, um, it's kind of like Devontae, like being able to kind of go full circle and end up on this team. So, a lot of good pieces are coming together. Um, man, so we have the coaching changes. So, Coach Pierce, I know he did his. He was there with Herm Edwards at Arizona State, so he's had a little bit of coaching experience, and that's kind of what I wanted to get into right now. I wish I could tell you what we're gonna do, or what our offense is gonna look like, or everything's gonna change and all this kind of stuff. But really, honestly, I don't know. I really don't know what we're gonna do. I don't know how we're gonna use our pieces. I don't know too much about Hardegree to kind of judge off how what his offense is kind of going to look like. But I know we definitely have the pieces. We have the pieces to do well. They just have to be used. Jimmy, they benched Jimmy. He's been struggling. He's been struggling. I don't know if it's the scheme for him or it's just he's just not comfortable. Well, I think it could be a little bit of both. But the kid gets to start. So we get to finally see what we got. And I say let it fly. You know, we got to see what this kid's potential is. And hopefully he learned, because, see, that's the thing. Like, there was a lot of mistakes. He made his own mistakes, too, for like with his fumbles, not protecting the ball. But he's seen a lot of picks thrown. He's seen a lot of bad decisions. So hopefully, I think and that's kind of what I wanted to talk about too was McDaniels. With McDaniels gone, I think this offense is going to be more spread out. It's not going to be trying to get it to one person that's triple teamed, and it's going to actually work. Like, we're going to actually get our all everybody the ball pretty much. So, and just before I forget it, that video with Devontae playing ball, it was funny to me because how everybody's been talking, like Raider Nation, like fans, like how we are. You know what I mean? If we see, especially if we're losing, we're seeing like, oh, I mean, they're having a good old time and playing ball, and they should be going over the playbook, And it's like it was funny because he said it before we got to say it, because it was just funny because it's true. Like, we talk so much smack, like like it's funny. Like, it was just funny to see that side. Just like I had to laugh. That was funny. He kind of took a shot, but it was cool because we take our shots too. So yeah. Like I said, I have a training tomorrow, so I'm not going to keep you guys very long. But I do want to talk about. So we got the New York duo coming up. We got the Giants and we got the Jets. The Giants are struggling. They are going through it. They are fourth place in the NFC East. 2-6 record. They have been shuffling quarterbacks due to injury and everything like that. Tyrod Taylor and I can't think of the other guy's name right now, but he played for a little bit. And but Daniel Jones, their guy, Daniel Jones will be the starter. So he's a dual threat guy. He can run. He can he can pass. He's pretty. I'd say he's pretty well. He's been struggling as of late, but he's pretty much a mid range type guy, if not lower. Um, in 59 games, he's 22, 36, and 1. So he's trying to find his way. It's been a couple years with him. He just got the contract, so right after the contract, he gets injured, and he's kind of been working himself. He's kind of been back and forth, injured, playing. So he's trying to get himself back. So hopefully we can take advantage of him trying to bounce back and the game speed and everything like that. But it's good. Like I said, it's hard to kind of predict what we're gonna look like. I just whatever it is, I'm actually excited for it. It just breath of fresh air of not having just what looked like just opposite day. It looked like whatever we were supposed to be doing, we were doing the opposite. So I'm glad that the vibe is back. I feel the vibe of Raider Nation is better. Positive and good vibes only, man. Like it was just something that that's the thing. Like when I was talking about the tank talk and all that kind of stuff, it's just like it just felt wrong. Like it felt like you know what common sense it was not there. It was just make all these bad decisions and stuff like that left people scratching their head like, why would you? And what were you thinking like that? And it's like you can't have that. You can't win like that. So New York last week lost to the Jets in a very close one. There was a couple missed kicks. There was a lot of turnovers. The Giants got to the quarterback a lot, so that's one thing we gotta make sure we're taking care of too. Is we're getting all those guys blocks because they do have some guys that can get after. They had a very good week last week, so hopefully we can slow that down. They did. Let me see. Now their defense is ranked 20th, so it's kind of lower tier. But so if we run our offense right, we can, we may be able to get to them. They're solid though. Their defense they play well together up front. I know that. Um, they can create turnovers. We know Aiden's had the, fumbling problem when the pressure got to him. So hopefully, unlike McDaniels, you create a scheme that is very friendly for him that he could strive in. That you're getting, Josh involved. You're getting different ways to get people the ball. Everything's not looking vanilla. It's not looking the same. That you're, making sure he's not holding the ball. That you're just giving him little quick boom, booms, and just generating offense and keeping the defense fresh, man. We don't want to wear them out by the end of the season. So their coach is a second-year coach, Brian Dabble. 12, 14, and 1. So he's a little less than 500. But guys are really have to kind of worry about. Biggest threats for them is Saquon Barkley, Darius Slayton, wide receiver, Jalen Hyatt, Daniel Jones, of course, Isaiah Simmons, Isaiah Hodgins, Sterling Shepard, wide receivers, Paris Campbell, and I think it's Wandale Robinson, I believe it is. Surprise, surprise, no Waller. You know, late breaking news: he's injured again. So I'm pretty sure he was looking forward to playing us. But he's a little brittle. So once he gets his I think he said his injury, it was something with because remember he had the whatever the band was, CT band or whatever it was that he injured against the Cowboys. There was, I think he injured another. Oh, I mean when he was with us and we played the Cowboys, he got injured. Yeah, so he hurt one leg, and then this leg is a different leg. I thought it was the same one, but so he's recovering from the other leg. So he will not be playing. That's a good thing because he does create a problem. We definitely know that. Let me see. Yeah, this is one thing I think for us to be successful, I'm gonna keep pumping, for our offense to finally get it going. We definitely need Aiden to get the ball out. Do not sit, and I think it's gonna be different because a certain someone's not calling these crazy, just bad calls, not helping, helping our guy out. But we're gonna see what it looks like. Like it's hard to say, with him gone, everything's gonna change. It's just we're gonna win 9 straight, But I'm positive. I'm positive that this is the refreshing that they needed, the restart. So he must get the ball out. The offensive line must hold up. They must give him a chance to, you know, do what he does and not, because we have the people to get the ball to. And I think how I see it, just in my mind of how it's going to go, we're going to spread it out. Like I said, we're going to spread the ball out. It's not going to look like it's been looking. It's going to be just get the ball to the open guy. It's get the ball to whoever's open. Don't force it. Don't rush it. Get the ball to whoever's open. Instead of scheming for a certain person or something like that, just get the ball to whoever creates enough space to get the first down, get a touchdown. All right. Curious to see what our offense looks like under Bo Hardigree. Like I said, I didn't get to kind of look into him and his, track record and stuff like that, but it's going to be different, and different is good. He's the quarterback coach too, so he's already been working with those guys, so he doesn't have to worry about establishing a relationship. It's just I'm just curious where our plays are going to come from, like where we're gonna, where our offense is going to come, and what it's going to look like. The keys to victory. Keys to victory is making Daniel Jones uncomfortable. He's coming back from injury, so we want to take advantage of him still adjusting back to game speed. So we want to be on it. We want to be, let Max get pressure on him. And I know we've been depleted in the linebacker position, but Jalen Smith was a good addition. So we're shuffling around our DB room too. We're getting Nate back. We got Nate back already. It's hard to say what we're going to look like, but it is refreshing just to kind of see. It's like almost like a new season, but we're mid there. We're mid there. So we just got to do a lot of winning. A balanced offense with new leadership. We will see the deep ball more. Good to have young legs. It's good to have a young kid in there. Most of the young guys you see around the league, like the Tuas, even the Herbert. Goodness, I can't think of it. The guy from Jacksonville. It's just like all these guys that have that young mentality, like it just they're not fearful. They just want to sling that ball, man, and that's what I like having the young guy, because like guys that have been vets, they've kind of seen it all. They've been hit a lot. They don't want to get hit no more. So the young guys, they're trying to prove themselves. They're trying to they got the energy. They got the legs. They got they're not all banged up. The knees aren't shot. it's like they have the opportunity to still play their best ball. So it's gonna be good. It's gonna be like a shot in the arm. So, but shout out to everybody, man. Sorry I didn't even get to the chat yet. Let's see, on the salute, peace, salute. The menace in the building. We got Rafa, salute. Yeah, man. It feels weird doing them on the Fridays. I'm so used to doing them like on my, what would have been my off day. But Holly, salute, sis. Appreciate you coming. Yeah, guys. Like I said, I didn't get to send out any links or kind of go deep into it. But there was a couple things I just wanted to, kind of touch on though. But yeah, I'm excited. Excited to see what it's going to look like. You know. Just how the vibe is too. Just just all around the league. Like, everyone has their opinion. Like I said, it's not cool for anybody to ever lose their job unless they deserve it. Like do something out of pocket. Like he was just a terrible coach. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's nothing personal. We just don't do that over here. We don't do the bad coaching over here. So it is what it is. Wish them both well. Wish they go to the Broncos and lose again. So. Um, But yeah, so like it is what it is. I was fooled too. I thought it was going to be an offensive change. It was going to be, we were going to be lighting it up, 30 points a game, 35 points a game. But I was wrong. I admit I was wrong. I have no problem admitting when I'm wrong. So I thought it was going to be different, but it wasn't. So gotta go. We still have a chance. We play some tough teams coming up. KC, Miami. So it's kind of cool. It's going to be good just to kind of get these games in against the Giants, the Jets. Not saying they're soft or bad teams by any means, but any given Sunday, as we know. But we have to do our job. We have to, use our pieces. And I think the energy with, somebody gone. I think the energy is going to be good in the locker room. They're going to be playing for Coach Pierce. And that's the thing. Like you can rally around people that have done it, that have been in the game, that have been in big moments, because that's who you look up to is the people that Because how do you ask someone how do you win a Super Bowl if you've never even been there? You know what I mean? Like you ask people that have been in these situations. Nothing personal to people that haven't made it. It's just that how can you tell me about something that you've never done? So that's just what it is, man. Show me. Like I just want to see it. I just want to see us do what we do, man. I want to see us play for each other, play together, play with energy, and just no more just lobbing. We had Devontae wide open, and just a more poised quarterback would have made these throws, like the slants and stuff like that. I know Da dropped a couple and stuff like that. It's just been bad chemistry. Bad, it's just things weren't coming together. It's just maybe people's mind wasn't on the game. They just weren't, it's just, I don't know. There was a lot of stuff in the locker room with the coaching, pushing and pulling of staff and stuff like that, within each other. And it's hard to, for people to get on the same page. And it's every moment matters. Like you see the drop, people always have the mentality, oh yeah, well, we'll get another chance. But sometimes you don't. Sometimes that is your chance. So can we get it back on track? Was this the move that we needed to make? I definitely agree it was. I stand by this. I still feel the DC move was the right move, even though I just feel that we didn't have the proper backup plan to bridge us, to whoever our future quarterback, if it is Aiden, if it's in the next draft or whatever it is. But I just feel it was not. But that's like I said, I had my own views of how McDaniels was taking this team, and I just feel like he really did want a top three quarterback of his own to, say, I drafted this guy, this was my guy, because Aiden, was a fourth round pick. So, like, it's not like he was, like a top pick. He was kind of, I'm pretty sure there was about five quarterbacks they wanted before the pick of Aiden. So, Aiden was just there when they got to pick. So like I said, I felt how I felt about that. But yeah, it's gonna be a smooth, good vibes, man. We back. We back to Raiders. No more this Patriot crap. You know, um, that's all I can ask for. So, hope you guys are excited. I think this is one of the things of the balanced offense. Because I know I talked about it earlier, but we get to finally see them let it fly. We get to open our offense up. We get to use the Trey Tuckers. Carter, I haven't seen. I don't know if he's still getting back from like his knee or whatever. But I think I just hope it's if I'm seeing this how I hope I'm seeing it. We're going to be balanced. Everyone's going to touch the ball. Everyone's going to get the ball. It's not going to be like I said, the pressure to get it to this person or satisfy this person. It's just let's get these first downs. Let's move the ball. Let's get Jacobs going. Let's get him in the game, man. Get him going. Um, got you guys. I think I touched everything I wanted to touch today. Yeah. But like I said, this is one thing. Let me touch on this too. So the biggest threats, like I said, was Saquon Barkley. The wide receiver situation, I think, is Paris Campbell, Shepard, if I'm not mistaken, and Slayton. They're pretty, I say, deep at wide receiver. Losing Waller is definitely another hit because that definitely would create a mismatch for us. Um, Barkley, he's about one move away from another injury. He's pretty. He's still good, even though coming back from injuries and everything like that, he's still a decent back, and he can hit you if you let him loose. He can definitely find a hole. So we definitely have to keep him contained because everything kind of works around him. Because if he's getting loose, then man, they're just gonna run it down our throats. That's how kind of the vibe has been like these last few games of like teams game planning to beat us. Last week we did a good job of holding them to the field goal, but as you know, we ended up giving the ball right back, and then it's our defense. If our defense can hold like they've been, and I just hope they're building on what they've been doing for these last couple weeks. But I just want our offense to look just different. I just want a different scheme. I want just working around Aiden, just where he's not just a sitting duck. And we'll see how our scheme protects him. Because, like I said, they have a pretty good defensive end and DT room. So he's definitely got to get the ball out because they're going to put that pressure on him. They know he's young. They know he hasn't seen a lot of real time ball in the NFL. And they know they can, the way you get to somebody is you put pressure on him. So I hope he can stand the fire. But I appreciate you guys, man. I'm gonna cut this one short, but I might be live this weekend too. I'm gonna see how it goes with the training and everything like that. But I should be back, back to Saturday breakdowns in a couple weeks. I have this week, next week, and the weekend after that. So after that, I'll be able to go back to Saturday. So I'm gonna try to align it where I'm not stepping on toes with the time and everything like that. So make sure I'm in a spot that's not, bumping anybody. So, Afakasi, salute, man. Appreciate you guys definitely for coming through. I know this was kind of a short one too, guys. I apologize, but if I do find time, if I can find time, I'm gonna try to do because I know Ben's got his show Saturday night too, so I might not do a PM. So if anything, I might do a Sunday because I'm off that day. So I might do a Sunday live somewhere in the day. So I appreciate you guys, and if anyone didn't get to see, there was a videotape taken of McDaniels and Ziegler's secret meetings.
I gotta think of a way to get this money by tomorrow. Huh? I gotta think of a way to get, I gotta think of a way to get this money by tomorrow.
So I'm glad glad that experiment is over. So yeah, let's keep it Raider, man. Let's keep it in the family. Um, let's build. We didn't sell our pieces, so we still have good players on this team, and that means we can add to it, and it's not just a complete just blow up. I hope we draft a couple, or at least put a couple quarterbacks in our QB room, so that there's a good competition. I don't want any more just jobs given. Just because you make this amount of money, you automatically start. I want people to earn these spots. I want I want us to have pretty much a lot of QB competition to where we find our guy. If we get enough quarterbacks in this room to, work out, and because I feel there was no way that we should have like the Hoyers and all that kind of stuff on our roster, because I feel like there was. I mean, you're telling me there's not a better quarterback out there than Brian Hoyer, like anywhere, like no one's number two or no one's number three is better than Brian Hoyer. I do not believe that. So like I that's why I blamed our regime for not bringing in the proper things. And it's not like he didn't show you that, hey, maybe it's done. A lot of turnovers, a lot of just bad ball. And if I don't know, if I'm a coach, I'm not gonna allow that. If it's hurting our team, it's not helping us. If it's not helping us, it's hurting us. So, things have to change. So hopefully we start trading these, not just saying trade them as in trade for picks or trade for players, but when it's time to get rid of players and bring in players to contribute, at that time, get rid of these people that are not helping, that are just on the bench, not being started, not relieving anybody. They're just on the roster. Get rid of these players and put people that can actually help, so we don't have to bleed our practice squad or other teams' practice squads to get good players. We can actually have our own. Because it's we definitely need to learn how to draft well. We're still it's just how everything played out. We're still trying to figure out how to draft right. So I'm hoping, I'm kind of looking forward to this next draft too. I'm going to enjoy the rest of this season too. Don't get me wrong, but I'm very very excited for this next draft because it's a new start, new regime. So it's a new attack at it. So I definitely want to see what it's going to look like. But like we got a lot of ball to play though. So, but like I said, I am looking forward to it, to be honest. So starts with New York or New Jersey, whatever you want to call it. Starts with the Giants. Yeah, I think it's gonna be a win. I feel it. I feel it. The vibe is too good, man. Things are going good. They're not gonna lay down. Daniel Jones is, like I said, a double threat. He can run. He can pass. So um, he hasn't had the best season, but like I said, we've seen it all. We've seen people struggle and then come play us, and then have the set records. So hopefully that time is behind us. Like I said, the vibe is new, the vibe is real. We are going to shock the world, as I always say. We will shock the world. We are going to show them something different. Hope you guys are ready. So I appreciate you guys. Thank you. Signing off, guys. Ready Nation for life. Yes, sir. And we go.